those, neither one of them look harmed. $57 this morning. I think it's about 13.5 centigrade. I could be wrong. That doesn't feel right. I'm still very tired. I just feel like no matter how much... I mean, I got to bed early last night-ish. 10:30. Could not get to sleep. Considering how exhausted I've been. There's deer. There she goes. Hold on, girls. Hold on. Yep. Stream went well yesterday. That game was very creepy. I liked it. And then we got pizza around. Mom was a little late getting home, but it was still warm. Pizza was still warm. And so we had supper. After dinner, I ended up reading. I got Thieves' World yesterday, so I read the introduction and the first 2 stories last night. They were okay. I remember reading them as this stuff. I read the book as a kid, didn't like it. And the stories are interesting. The writing's rough, and there's a lot of typos. And when I say a lot, I mean like there's been 3 or 4 so far, which strikes me as a lot in a published book. Come on, girls, come on. Good girl, Bella. Uh-oh. Got to bed around 10:30. Had difficult times getting to sleep. Up this morning at 7, eventually. The only dream I remember, I was visiting people that I knew. They had a really nice apartment, super high ceilings, a lot of wall space. Like, oh, I could put so many bookshelves on these walls, I thought. Big rooms. They were working on a movie, and I don't know much about it. Bob Parkinson was there from college. He showed up. I was trying to help them a little with the movie. They had a pumpkin pit that was part of it. It was some kind of a fantasy, movie. And don't eat anything. Good girl. There was a pumpkin pit. There was a cute girl who was one of the writers. She was blonde. All right. Oh, wait, girls. Cristi, come here. Cristi, come here. Good girl. Hope's pooping. Good girl, Hope. And, I remember we were watching part of it, and there was this, they made a joke, the thing about that AI had written at the end. One of the girls was like, no. Or actually, they had put it at the end, and she saw it, and she was like, no. And they're like, oh, it's just a joke. And I was thinking, nobody will find this funny. That's all I remember. I gotta watch you instead of watching the hose, don't I? You're wet. How did you get so wet? What are you gonna do if you catch it? Huh? What are you gonna do? It's warm water. It's not even refreshing. What if I just leave it? What if I leave it? You don't like it left, do you? Right through the mud. 64 degrees this afternoon. That is about 17.5 centigrade, I believe. What did I do today? Not much. So a couple of my Miskatonic repository scenarios are starting to get somewhat close, but not super close, but close to Electrum, which means I'll be able to put out physical copies of them. Come on. So I planned this morning to just work on setting up a couple PDFs so that once I approach, I've got somebody that I'm hoping to hire to make them, set them up as physical copies. Come on. And I thought, this will probably take a long time. It's going to be very complicated. There'll be a lot of mess, just a lot of mess that doesn't work, blah, blah, blah. But it didn't. It took like half an hour each. And they were done. And I basically set aside all of today to work on this. So, once those are ready, and I'm going to wait a little while longer before contacting him to get a little closer. I don't want him to contact him. He put in the work, and then it's months before I can actually make use of it. So, we're going to see. Come on, Bella, come on. So, I kind of took the rest of the day off. I put it around. I let a couple of Laugh Love Lindy's videos on YouTube go and just run, because that'll give her time. I didn't have time to, I didn't really feel like watching them because they're long, and wanted to do a couple other things. I fiddled around with a couple other things, and then this afternoon I just read the next story in Thieves World, which is kind of a long one. Bella, come on. So I kind of took the day off and didn't do really anything of any importance. That's it. So Bella just attacked a little bird that was sitting on the road for some reason, and I managed to get the dogs off the bird. Come on, Cristi, come on. And grabbed her up. She was tiny, like a sparrow. I thought it was a baby bird, and once it had relaxed a little bit, I let the dog sniff her, and then I opened up my hands and she flew off. So, hopefully she's okay. She seemed to fly straight and true. And there are geese out there. Come on, come on. Anyway,